Hi guys, this is Divad with Thinking Monkey Studios, and this video is pretty much a walkthrough of our revenues for the YY or AA portfolio on Flippa. So let's get right to it. First of all, you guys should have a link on the listing for this spreadsheet that I'm showing right now on my screen. And this is just to compile data for all the revenues and all the downloads for all the apps that are included on this portfolio. So if you guys want to just get a quick glimpse, this should have pretty much everything that you guys need to check for. Um, anyways, so we're going to be looking at a couple of platforms real quick. First one's going to be App Annie. And this, we're just going to be looking at the downloads. So just to give you a brief history of this portfolio, we launched it at about the end of March. Been running it throughout the end of the year. During the first couple of months, our strategy was just to release apps, as many apps as possible. So that's why you can see the big increases the first couple of months. After that, we did a little bit of maintenance. We did a couple of testings with ASO. This was during the summer. You can see a couple of little spikes here. And pretty much we stopped upgrading this portfolio around September. And that was due because we had another business opportunity. So we've just been keeping this portfolio on autopilot and just cash flowing out of it. So right now, the reason that we're selling it is because we want to use this to reinvest in that business opportunity. Okay, so let's see. If you look over here, again in the spreadsheet, you can see we're monetizing with three main ad networks, which are AdMob, Facebook, and AppLovin. AdMob and AppLovin were implemented from the beginning. Facebook, we actually initiated that around June, and we'll go ahead and check on those here real quick. First, let's go ahead and take a look at AdMob. AdMob has been the network that we have been using the most. This is implemented on all the codes. It's pretty good as far as getting your fill rate. So if you're looking for a good fill rate, AdMob has been working the best for us. But here you can look at the revenues. This is pretty much from March all the way up to the end of the year, which is about 10,000. We should be referencing this number right here. AdMob's pretty straightforward. We did bundle all the apps into one app ID, which is called Red. So we do not have any data on a particular app that's kind of included for the entire portfolio. So this kind of bundles up all the 30 apps that are, 29 apps are included on the portfolio. For AppLovin, these are based on single apps. The only thing is for AppLovin, since we do have more apps, this is kind of like mixed data. So some of these apps are not included in the portfolio. But here you can see again, this is going from March all the way up to the end of the year. It gives you some rough estimates of the revenue per app. So here you can definitely get a little bit more granular. So your impressions, your clicks, click-through rate, revenue, and eCPM. So these are all the apps that are included in the portfolio. This one's not included. Again, all the ones that are double letters like PP, MM, MN, and these little ones that have that red icon. All of these are based on the same base code that's pretty much it's running the portfolio. So again, all this have been bundled up and pretty much compiled over here, so you don't have to actually do it manually, but here you can actually see the increases month over month. And again, these numbers include all the apps through AppLovin. So total has been about 5,500, which again also references this data over here on the right. Okay, last but not least, we started messing around with Facebook around June. So we actually ran this. It's not included in the whole portfolio, and I'll go ahead and provide another video just going over the actual products and the code that is included in this portfolio. But anyways, we did some upgrades, not on all the codes. We did on about 10 codes to test out Facebook. We tested out a couple of things. We did some upgrades on in-apps. We included the Facebook ad network, and we also included Facebook Analytics. So this code is ready to go. The only thing we need would be to process this update to across the portfolio, and you're up and running. But as far as Facebook, we have been getting pretty good eCPMs, as you can see here. definitely a lot higher than AdMob, and right about the same for AppLovin, depending on your app. So again, all this data has been compiled in this spreadsheet, and again, you can go and see month over month what's been the performance for each ad network. The total revenue for 2015 was about $17,000, and again, this has started about March, end of March. So overall, this is a pretty good portfolio, we believe. One of the things to look into is the downloads have been pretty stable since September. We have not done any upgrades or any updates on this. We've just been convenient on autopilot. So there's definitely room for improvements if you want to run some updates on ASO or do any changes on the code to increase monetization. Completely possible. AdMob and AppLovin and Facebook are included. That does not mean that you need to use these ad networks. In our experience, again, if you're looking for constant fills, AdMob works great. eCPM is a little bit low. AppLovin, we always have pretty good performance with AppLovin. More than anything, is really stable. And recently, we've just been getting really good results with Facebook, as you can see by this graph. So overall, that's the walkthrough for the revenue. I'll go ahead and again create another video here just to go over the products and the codes and the upgrades on the code, so you can guys check a little bit more on the performance overall.